guys, this is Miss Hall, and I am here to work with you today on reviewing inferencing. This is something that we worked on back at the beginning of the school year, so we're going to review this as one of our first reading lessons for this week, and make sure you guys still remember how to make an inference. So if you will look, it may take me just a second to pull up my anchor chart. And you will see this anchor chart that reminds us of how we make an inference. So if you remember, you look for clues from the text, you add that to what you already know, and then that gives you your inference, which is what the text doesn't tell you. So remember, a lot of each of your teachers in the classroom had an anchor chart with this up there, and it constantly reminded us that an inference is something the text does not tell you. You have to figure it out by using the clues from the text and what you already know that's up here. Okay, so we're going to practice that today. So right here I have a passage for you. It's called Hiding in Plain Sight. It's an informative passage about ways animals try to hide or camouflage themselves. So what I would like for you to do is to pause the video, and I want you to read the passage on your own. So go on and pause and read the passage. Okay, now that you have unpaused and read the passage, I want us to go back through and read it one more time together to make sure that we're ready to answer some inferencing questions that I'm going to show you on the screen in just a few minutes. Okay, so if you'll follow along, you should have already done one reading of it, and now we're going to do the second reading. Hiding in Plain Sight. Have you ever wished you could melt into the background or find a way to hide so no one would see you? That's an adaptation that some animals have. They have ways to blend into their surroundings. This helps them. They can avoid predators, they can catch prey. The red-eyed tree frog is an example. It lives in rainforests. It is a small frog. It has bright green skin. It blends in with tree leaves. Its toes are sticky. This frog can cling to the underside of leaves. It becomes hidden. Predators may still find it. That's when the frog's bright red eyes help. When they flash their eyes, the change scares the predators. It makes the predators run away. There are several fish you can blend in too. The stonefish is one. Flounder is another. The stonefish has skin that looks bumpy in texture. It resembles the stone on the ocean floor. Predators swim right past. Prey might try to swim past too. The stonefish will suddenly dart out from its hiding place. It will snatch up smaller sea life. Flounder use similar tricks. They have skin that is speckled to look like the pebbles and stones on the ocean floor. They snuggle into the rocks and wait for prey. Sea worms or shrimp pass by. The flounder springs into action to catch its prey. There are several reptiles that can blend in. Some amphibians can too. Even a few fish have the ability to camouflage. Many mammals rely on their fur. They have fur that helps them remain unnoticed by predators. In the case of birds, females often have plain feathers. Males are brighter. The male may attract more attention from predators. This risk has a benefit. Colorful males may also use their feathers to gain mates. One mammal who excels at hiding is the Arctic fox. This animal is snowy white. It lives on the frozen tundra. A tundra is a snowy climate. It lives in constant snow and ice. The Arctic fox's white coat conceals him perfectly. The coat is also thick. It helps the fox survive the cold weather. Humans have learned a lot from the animals in our world. Clothes for hunters are now made in camouflage patterns. Humans can blend into the forest and hunt their prey. Military uniforms have patterns that help soldiers. They stay safe from enemies. They have specific designs for different areas. There are uniforms for the desert, mountain, and jungle. However, no matter how much humans try, they will never be as skilled as animals at physical adaptation. They can wear outfits that help us hide. Some animals are always in disguise. All right, good job. So let's review one more time our anchor chart for inferencing. So remember, when you make an inference, it's something that the text doesn't say. And you use clues from the text, and you add that to what you already know, and that gives you your inference. Okay, so what I'm going to put up on the screen are 10 task cards that have questions, and there's an A, B, C, D answer. So I'm going to read the question, and I'm going to give you a few seconds. You can pause the screen as well if you need longer. If you want to scroll back and look at the passage, you can do that. So remember, you can pause to find the answer. You can go back to the passage to help you look back if you need to, because we always want to look back at the text if it applies in the particular question we're answering. And then I will tell you the answer and give possibly an explanation with that answer, and you can see how many of these that you get right. So there are 10 questions. So my goal for you is obviously I'd love for you to get 100 on it, but at least get 8 out of the 10 correct, and that would show me that you are understanding inferencing. Okay, so here is question 1. What is one purpose of the adaptation of animal camouflage? A, to help them stand out. B, to help them avoid predators. C, to keep them from looking alike. D, to tell other animals to watch out. Remember, you can pause if you need to go back to the passage. Okay, the answer is B, to help them avoid predators. Okay, why? Well, one purpose of camouflage is to protect the animal from predators. Note that in the text it states that animals such as the flounder, the red-eyed tree frog, and the Arctic fox avoid predators through their ability to camouflage. The text also states that the other purpose is to attack prey. For example, the text states that stonefish and flounder hide among the pebbles and the stones that they blend in with, and they wait until their prey swims past. Then they dart out and grab it. So your answer for number 1 was B. All right, let's go over here to number 2. Why are female birds not as brightly colored as the males? A, so they won't attract predators. B, because the males would feel self-conscious if they had dull feathers. C, because female birds would scare their chicks if they are brightly colored. D, because their mates prefer the duller colors. Choose your answer. Okay, the answer is A, so they won't attract predators. All right, go to number 3. Or rather, Miss Hall should go to number 3. Give me just a second. There we go. Well, okay, number 3. In what way does red-eyed tree frog's adaptation protect them against predators? A, green skin has a calming effect. B, lighter bellies are intimidating. C, bright red eyes flash to scare predators. D, rapid movements startle predators. Okay, the answer is C. Bright red eyes flash to scare predators. In the passage, it tells us the red-eyed tree frog clings to the underside of leaves that are bright green like its skin. When predators find the frog, it opens its bright red eyes, and the sudden bright red flash scares the predators away. Therefore, we can infer that those bright red eyes are used to protect this red-eyed tree frog. That is one that I have never heard of before. That's pretty cool. All right, number 4. See if I can get my picture to move. Okay, number 4. How do the stonefish and flounder blend into their environment? A, they look like other fish. B, their eyes reflect the water. C, their shape makes them look like coral. D, their skin resembles stones and pebbles. The answer number 4 is D, their skin resembles stones and pebbles. Our passage tells us that the stonefish and flounder can blend into their surroundings, and they do have skin to resemble stones and pebbles, and they can hide behind them to run from predators and to sneak upon their prey. Pretty cool. All right. How many of you gotten right so far? I hope you're doing well. All right, number 5. What is not one way that humans are using camouflage in the passage? So what is not one way? So that means 3 of the ways humans use, one of the ways they do not use. A, using it to hide from large predators. B, using it to hide from military enemies. C, using it to hunt prey. D, using it to blend in different environments. Be sure to pause and look back. All right, the answer is A, using it to hide from large predators. Number 6, what is another purpose of the adaptation of animal camouflage? A, to make it easier to change environments. B, to make them more confident. C, to help them attack prey. D, to give other animals an advantage. And the answer is C, to help them attack prey. All right, get this to go down to number 7. How have humans been influenced by animals as adaptations? A, they make more brightly colored clothes. B, they start dancing around potential mates to be more like birds. C, they try to stay on the bottom of the ocean so sharks don't notice them. D, they create military uniforms and hunting outfits in camouflage patterns. The answer is, number 7 is D. And what the passage tells us is humans have been influenced by animal adaptations for camouflage by creating their own camouflage military uniforms and for hunting outfits when people go hunting. And they wear camouflage so that the animals don't, they blend in with the environments, the animals don't see them. All right, number 8, almost done. What adaptations do mammals rely on for camouflage? Feathers, fur, spikes, or tentacles? Remember, for mammals. The answer is B. According to the text, mammals rely on their fur for camouflage. Now remember, other things here are examples of animal adaptations, but we're talking about camouflage. All right, what would be a perfect blending in outfit to be camouflaged in a grassy region? So if you were going to go camouflage yourself, what would be the perfect blending in outfit? Green colors, bright red, large spots, or a gray rocky pattern? All right, you're going to be in a grassy region. You're going to want to wear A, green colors. Okay, I know from my background knowledge that a grassy region is typically green. So therefore, I'm going to infer that I need to wear green colors. And then number 10, our last question. What type of climate is in a tundra? A, warm and tropical. B, hot and dry. C, cold freezing temperatures. D, wet and warm. The answer is C, cold freezing temperatures. And how do I know that? Well, the passage, when I look back, it says that a tundra has snow and it has ice. Well, my background knowledge tells me that when you have snow and ice, it's got to be cold. It's got to be 32 degrees or below for it to snow, for us to have a snow day or I get to stay in and stuff. So I know then it's got to be cold, freezing temperatures because A, B, and D all deal with warm types of climates, and you can't have snow and ice on those types of climates. All right. So I hope you did really, really well on reviewing inferencing. I hope you got at least 8 out of 10 correct. If you got 100, that's awesome. I'm so proud of you. Keep checking back with your Google Classroom. We'll be adding more reading videos to keep practicing those reading skills. Good job, guys. Talk to you later.